LNKTV Sports and the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network presents Prairie Wolves football. Today it's a conference matchup featuring the Storm of Simpson College and your Nebraska Wesleyan University Prairie Wolves. This game is made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU. Now let's take you out to Able Stadium with Jeff Moats and John Harris.
And a good afternoon here from Able Stadium here on the campus at Nebraska Wesleyan University here on LNK-TV. I'm Jeff Moats. I'm joined by, as always, John Harris as we get ready for this matchup this afternoon between the Prairie Wolves and the Simpson College Storm. These are two teams that have a lot of similarities as they're toward the bottom end of the standings in the American Rivers Conference. But the one thing that is interesting to note here, John, when you look at this Simpson team in particular, is that they give up an average of 48 points per game and an average of 523 yards per game, too. And the one thing with both these teams, the least penalized teams in the conference.
Well, that means they're playing some good football, some clean football. But for Wesleyan today, they should be able to move the ball, Jeff, without a significant running game. Hopefully Romaine is back today. That'll give them some offensive opportunity. But, again, least penalized. And this game has always been a tight game, always decided by one score, one possession. And so again, turnovers are key. Wesleyan has to get that passing game going and get this ball down the field against a porous Simpson defense.
You talk about the passing game. Nebraska Wesleyan third in the conference passing-wise. Simpson is fourth. They are the bottom two teams in terms of rushing offense in the conference.
Yeah, well, if anybody can find any semblance of a rushing game today, then that team will have the upper hand, if you will. And so that's part of the challenge. Simpson, of course, comes in here giving up a lot of points. Wesleyan has the opportunity here on their home field to take advantage.
Look at the top tacklers. You mentioned that aspect of this game. Wyatt Shaman is leading the pack. He's the Mike linebacker for Simpson. They are really going after it defensively in terms of tackles. And Caden Daw, along with Brinker and Busmenti, those are the top guys on the Wesleyan defense that are really pretty much in tip-top shape when it comes to stopping the run or even stopping the passing attack.
Well, we did a game last night, and we saw a lot of offense. But, oftentimes it's the defense that makes a difference. Who can get the stop at the critical time? Turnover, fumble recovery, sack. And, again, that's another issue for both of these teams. Simpson has given up a lot of sacks. Wesleyan isn't getting a lot of sacks. Who can get to the quarterback, get him off his spot, and disrupt that offense so that the other can take advantage?
Speaking of the quarterbacks, how about that comparison as we look at this matchup today? Carter Terry, we saw him a few weeks back here in Lincoln getting beat up and banged up a little bit against Dubuque. You look at him and how he compares to Brett Bobinet, the junior quarterback for Simpson College. You see the comparisons. The pass completion, slight edge goes to Carter Terry. In terms of yardage, too, and touchdowns, that goes to Carter Terry. But rushing-wise, a slight advantage to Bobinet. But you look at the interceptions, only 8 thrown so far this year for Terry compared to 11 for Bobinet.
Well, again, that's what makes the difference. If a defense can get a tip ball, if you can get an interception, a guy makes an errant throw, anything of that nature changes the ball game in one team's favor or another. Again, Terry has been really good with the football, hasn't made a lot of mistakes, only 8 interceptions, and every now and then he'll pull it down and take off, which he may need to do today.
He may have to do that. The running game is very important to get going here for Nebraska Wesleyan. Can the Prairie Wolves do it? We'll find out here in just a few moments. It's Nebraska Wesleyan, Simpson College, the Prairie Wolves, and the Storm. They'll kick it off next right here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network on LNK-TV.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences, designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.
Welcome back to a very, very nice late October afternoon in Lincoln here on LNK TV, the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Jeff Moats, John Harris with you here, getting ready for kickoff between Nebraska Wesleyan and Simpson College. And we have no cloud in the sky whatsoever. Old Glory still flapping in the breeze, 64 degrees, southeast breeze at 12 miles per hour. This is ideal.
Oh, this is awesome.
For late October.
This is beautiful. This is what you want as a football player. Not too hot, not too cold, and you'll warm up as you go along. Wesleyan about to kick this thing off. I'm surprised we still got people here. They had us up on the big screen up there, so nobody left just yet.
At least not now. Here's the kick, end over ender, going to be picked up at about the 1 here by Simpson College, and all the way up toward the 20, past there short of the 25-yard line, going to be marked down about the 24 on the kick return, and that time that happened to be Gavin Osteen. And there is the head-to-head stats when you look at these two teams, and very similar in many aspects. When you look at the passing per game, the defense and so forth, scoring-wise, that's what they stack up against.
Well, again, we mentioned at the outset, if anybody can find any semblance of a rushing game today, that might be the difference.
And here on 1st and 10, the handoff given up to, it looks like Desmond Alexander perhaps on the carry for Simpson College. There you see the starters here for the Prairie Wolves on defense. Brooks, Wilcox, Roybal, Garnis, Ellerby, Busmenti, we mentioned him, Caden Daw also during pregame. Jacob Grauman, Pro Rock, Simpson, among others out there that have been key on that Prairie Wolf defense. And a man in motion here out of the backfield as pass over here goes incomplete. Joe McNally, the intended receiver, around the 40-yard line for Brett Bobinet. And there's the starting lineup here on offense for Simpson. Bobinet, the quarterback. Alexander, the running back. McNally, we just mentioned. He's one of the wide receivers with Jones and Bell. Schneed is on that offensive line as well.
So already a big third down here for Simpson at the outset. You don't want a 3 and out coming right out of the locker room on that first possession. Look at the tight end and the seam.
Dropping back is Bobinet. Got a man over here at about the 29-yard line. Tripped up by Garnis that time. And Garnis with the stop. And it's on Hunter Dahlgren, who was the man that made the catch.
And that's a great job by Garnis. Got him by the back of the heel. Dahlgren was off to the races. He probably would have gotten a first down most likely, but Garnis just tripped him up just enough. And now let's see if Wesleyan can get some return yards, at least at best, secure the ball with the flag blowing south to north. That ball might do some tricky things in the air. You got to keep it, watch it all the way. Snap, high snap.
And Ackerson gets the punt off the side of his foot, and it goes out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
Jeff, I was watching early on the punt snapper, and he was doing a pretty good job on the first snap in the game, right over almost over the top of the head. So they were practicing that a lot at the outset, but when the game started, he almost hiked it right over his head, and that gives Wesleyan a great opportunity. You're talking about prime real estate on the first possession. Here you go.
So the Prairie Wolves out there to get things going on offense here. They'll work from the Simpson 36 as Terry will hand it off. Romaine bumps off a tackle around the 30 down the near side and forced out of bounds around the 20-yard line. And we have not seen Romaine in quite a while.
Yeah, and he's going to be so important today. That's why Wesleyan has been down in terms of the running game. He has been out. He's back today, and he should be a great asset to this offense, and has shown himself here on the very first play.
They'll work from the Simpson 19-yard line here on 1st and 10.
And he gives them the opportunity, of course, for play action as well.
Terry out of the pistol set up. He'll look to throw. He's got a man toward the end zone that goes incomplete. The intended receiver that time was David O'Connell.
Yeah, you got to put a little bit of air on that. You got to drop it right in the bucket. That's the drill you do for that particular play. You put a bucket right in the corner of the end zone, and you tell the quarterback, throw the football into that bucket. He put it more on the line, didn't get it up in the air.
Splits right. 2 over there. Leonard's among them for Nebraska Wesleyan. And Timms in motion. Terry dropping back, finds Timms, threw it around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was an arm throw from Terry. You got to step into that throw.
Offensive starters, there you see Terry, Romaine O'Connell, Timms. We've mentioned those guys. Mathis, Holman, Adams, Davis, Nayberg, Weaver, and Brown making up the line. And we got 3rd down here for the Prairie Wolves.
Already in field goal range. You want to extend the drive after the gift of the shank punt.
Everybody going out. Donnell in motion. Terry looking to throw. He's going to get out of the pocket. He'll keep it. And Terry spins out of a tackle, gets the first down, stopped at the Simpson 7-yard line, and a 1st and goal coming up for the Prairie Wolves.
Is that Carter Terry or Lamar Jackson? Who we dealing with here? What a great job.
There you see the defensive starters for Simpson: Boots, Miller, Wolf, Lewis, Nickum. Shaban is who we talked about during pregame as a guy that will be a difference maker in that middle linebacker spot.
And he's going to need to be if Carter Terry takes off like that. We mentioned getting that at the outset. He's going to need to pull it down from time to time, get some yards with his legs.
Terry's going to keep it. He'll take it inside the 5. He is tripped up inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that's usually what you don't want right there on 1st down. You know, your quarterback will take so many hits during the game. You got big Romaine in there. Let him do the heavy lifting in tight.
Jaden Hendricks was the guy that made the stop initially on Carter Terry. And now Mathis comes in from the sideline with a new play.
Yeah, if you're going to do a little trickeration, maybe a misdirection or a counter tray action, then maybe. But don't just send him up there to the hornet's nest. There he goes again.
Terry going to keep it, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan.
They've obviously seen something in their quarterback and say, listen, let's let him carry the ball. And again, this porous Simpson College defense gives up the first score to Wesleyan here.
Short field, capped off on a short run in the end zone from Terry.
And you got to take advantage, Jeff. I mean, you get the shank punt, you have to take advantage, and they do.
Neufeld will attempt the point after here for the Prairie Wolves.
Yeah, one thing to get a turnover is quite another thing to do something with it.
And that kick is good.
Great job.
11:33 to go here, opening quarter. Short drive again capped off by Carter Terry from a 3-yard run into the end zone. Back after you see this. Just like that, Nebraska Wesleyan gets on the scoreboard off their first drive. It was short yardage, so it didn't take very long, and they ran the ball. Carter Terry on a couple of drop plays, and one of those resulted in a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Prairie Wolves here with 11:33 to go in this opening quarter lead at 7-0. Here is the end-over-ender. And going to be fielded at the 6 by Simpson College. On the return over here, going to be hit hard, short of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The return from Cameron Jones.
And that was Wyatt Nichols on the tackle there. Great special teams play by that young man.
So Simpson back out on offense. First drive stalled, good defense by the Prairie Wolves. Simpson trying to get the passing game going, and it didn't go well for them. And now Bobbitt back out in the pistol formation. Blitz being shown here by Wesleyan, and through the gut they go, and carrying the football, almost losing it that time, but a close call. And it was Hunter Ogle who carried the ball for Simpson and got the first down around the 35-yard line.
Again, Ogle right through the middle. Again, running game, looking for a running game, both teams, and finding some success early.
Ogle's going to get the carry again, and he is quickly stopped by the Prairie Wolves defense. Big stop there. Roy Ball was there to make the tackle for a short gain of 1 from Ogle. In fact, a half-yard gain. That's it. Just right across the 35 on the right hash. Second and less than 10. Another blitz being shown here by Wesleyan. Bobinet throws a pass complete at the 49 at midfield and corralled and tackled out of bounds that time. The reception made by Jones. And the tackle made by...
That was Grauman.
Yep, Jacob Grauman who made the tackle. You're right.
Yeah, again, nice little soft toss by Bobinet right into the open space.
And Grauman took him out of bounds. Good tackle.
Again, to get a little rhythm here is the Simpson offense now.
And all of a sudden from behind is Ogle getting tackled just across the 50 at the 49 of Nebraska Wesleyan.
Again, that little off tackle left and right. You have to be able to pursue. You got to read. You got to recognize, read, and react. They do so down the line of scrimmage there on that particular play. First down.
Watch Ellerby, number 8 for Wesleyan. He's one of those guys blitzing in. Now Garnis and Grauman coming in there too. And Ogle breaking tackles and making the stop finally for Nebraska Wesleyan defensively was Garnis.
Yeah, everybody coming from that right side. Simpson decides to run to their right. And tremendous yards there on second down. And now they have a drive going to respond to the Wesleyan touchdown.
Mistake on that. That was Grauman instead of Garnis that made the tackle that time. And now Bobinet with a pass in the flat complete to Jones. And Jones runs into Ellerby, who takes him down at about the 30-yard line in Wesleyan territory. So now Simpson relying on their bread and butter, which is the passing game.
Yeah, the short passing game. Again, and that short passing game sets up the longer passing game. Set it up downfield, throw it out in the flat, throw it out in the open space, let your receiver make a man miss and get downfield.
They'll spread it out here on second down, and we'll call it 6. Ogle gets the carry as he kind of pinballs his way down, trying to force his way down, but he's going to be given forward progress only to the 28.
Yeah, one of the things we saw in a game we did just last night was the defense trying to tackle the young man high. And a guy with strong legs, like we can see from Ogle. Look at the bottom of this guy. I mean, looks like a young Jeff Moats there. You can see from the waist down, a lot of work, a lot of weight room there. You cannot tackle a guy like him high. You got to get those legs, stop him from running by grabbing his legs. See if they try it here.
Ogle gets the carry, and he's going to be taken down inside the 25 of the 23. Got the first down. You had Grauman over there among the stop guys that made the stop for Wesleyan, but now we're starting to see Simpson showing a little confidence in running that football. Now remember, their yards per game in terms of the ground attack much better than Wesleyan's coming into today's game.
And they got a battering ram with Ogle, and look at him.
Breaking through tackles, gets down to the 14-yard line where he's finally stopped, short of the first down by about a yard.
Yeah, he looks like another 35 in white and red from back in the day, Christian Okoye. That's the battering ram, just beating Wesleyan at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack. Got to shore it up here.
Second and a yard to go.
Now an opportunity here.
And given up now to Alexander, who checks in. He was listed as the starting running back instead of Ogle. And Alexander takes it down to the 7-yard line of Wesleyan and gets the first down. So it'll be a first and goal here for Simpson.
Well, I tell you what, we're just getting beat at the point of attack, Jeff. You got to make an adjustment here. Maybe bring more linemen up here, more linebackers into the gaps.
Alexander gets the carry, and he's going to be stopped short of the goal line by Caden Daw at the Wesleyan 1.
Alexander saying, hey, grab my face mask. And they're going to try to go quickly. Got to get men off, get men on and men off. Got to get more into that line of scrimmage. Referees didn't stop it.
And into the end zone goes Alexander for a touchdown, but is this going to be called back?
Yeah, the referee should have given Wesleyan an opportunity to get some guys on the field.
I don't see a flag on the field.
Well, they
per
threw
se.
one. Yeah, they threw one in the back of the end zone. He just picked it up and put it back in his pocket. Yeah, he picked it up.
So Alexander takes it in. And Simpson with a nice response here on this drive. Take a look again here on this replay.
And Alexander, usually the starter at running back, powers in to the end zone, and a response from Simpson to the Wesleyan. Let me get it right here. Wesleyan touchdown.
And the point after attempt from Parker Hansen is up and good. So we're tied at 7. 7:09 remaining here in this opening quarter. Good response by Simpson College to tie this game up at 7 apiece. Back here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network here on LNK TV with John Harris and Jeff Moats. And all of a sudden we got ourselves a ball game, John, tied at 7 after the initial drive from Simpson that was a botched punt, essentially, that went out of bounds. And Wesleyan scored. Simpson responds with a strong drive downfield.
Yeah, running and passing. Ogle finding his way through the Wesleyan defense. They have to do a better job at the point of attack.
Here's the kick, and it's going to be picked up by Guzman at the 15. And he's going to be corralled and stopped around the 22, 21-yard line. And that was a big stop of the return there for Carter Patterson.
Yeah, hog-tied is the right word. But, again, Wesleyan has to respond as well. This defense from Simpson College has not stopped anybody throughout the season, and Wesleyan should have their way as well. Fortunately, they get the short field on that first possession. Terry taking it in from a short distance.
They'll spread it out here, 1st and 10. Terry looking to throw to Timms, and a quick toss, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah, you got him spinning around. That's not unfortunate. Timms is upset with himself, but that was just not a good throw from Carter Terry. Timms is that guy with a little attitude, a little swagger, along with O'Connell out there.
Those two guys have been key for Wesleyan offensively this season in several games. I remember, what was it, the Eureka game that we did back in early September. That was a big game for both those guys, because O'Connell especially, because his first touchdown was called back because of a taunting.
Yeah.
So an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
But he ended up getting the score. They end up getting the score anyway.
Terry out of the pocket, going to keep it, and he's going to slide into the 31-yard line to get the first down, just like he was sliding into second base.
Yeah, use the referee, the umpire there as a little screener. Yeah, make sure you use him. If they're going to tackle anybody, let them tackle the umpire there. But a great job of getting down and not taking the hit. And we said at the outset, he may have to pull it down, use his legs to contribute to this offense periodically. Again, make sure you don't take a unnecessary hit. But that lets the Simpson defense know that the quarterback running is an option.
Short yardage, actually, so 3rd and short. And Romaine gets the handoff, got the first down, and fights his way upfield to the 36.
Well, you cannot tackle a big guy like him on a chest tackle, and we just found that out. The Storm defender, as Romaine just goes right through him. Little spin move, uses the legs, churning and burning, spinning, winning, and gets the first down, sustains the drive.
Freshman out of Colorado Springs. He went to Vista Ridge High School. That's Romaine. And now Terry will send trips to the right. Short toss, complete to Romaine.
Got opportunity here.
Spins out of a tackle, down along the near side. And he's going to be tripped up inside the 40-yard line. They'll spot him down at the 37.
He made the move there, Jeff, that you usually don't want to make, though he got significant yards. On that play, you always want to run to the outside, get down the sideline. I think he thought he saw some daylight inside. But you're always running back to the defense when you run inside. So if he sees it, get off the left cheek here. Go left. He ran inside and got tackled. So great play on the screen by Wesleyan.
They'll work out of the I formation, play action here. Terry was looking to throw. He's going to run it. And he's going to run out of bounds off the broken play inside the 35-yard line.
He had Trace Leonard's on a post pattern, but Leonard's ran into the defender for Simpson, and he didn't have the play, so he had to tuck it and run. Incidental contact. Leonard's was looking for a flag, but the referee said it was incidental as they just collided with each other.
One split each side, and Mathis at the top of your screen, O'Connell at the bottom. And Romaine's going to get the handoff. So he goes around left side, gets hit hard.
Woo.
Inside the 35, they'll spot him for no gain, it looks like, at the 34.
Yeah, he got taken out there.
Carries the ball off the left end.
And now Logan Evans will come in and be in there maybe as another running back or fullback in this case.
Yeah, Xander Wondrash came up and laid the lick on Romaine from his secondary position.
So you got Romaine to the right of Terry and Evans to the left. One split here on the left, bottom side. Two at the top as Terry
Romaine.
Looks to throw and is corralled and caught by Mathis for a first down at the 26 of Simpson.
Oh, what a catch. Now, he had Romaine out in the flat, wide open. I was shocked that he didn't throw it to him, but hey, why not when you can throw it to a guy with hands like that?
17 catches on the year.
And we've seen Mathis in the good times and bad. He dropped a touchdown a couple games ago, but that time sure-handed. Great job by that young man.
So everybody's going to go out. As Terry looks to throw, in the pocket, eluding tackles. Not for long, though. He's going to be stopped just shy of the 25-yard line.
Nice coverage that time by Simpson. He didn't have anywhere to go with the football. And again, the pass rush began to get to him, and they get him down. But that's okay. Listen, you don't throw the ball away. You don't throw it into traffic. You don't throw it into a place where you'll get that 9th interception. Just take it, eat it, and run the next play.
So you got Donnell, Timms, splits at the top with Trace Leonard's.
Nice little swing pass to Romaine.
Timms makes the catch, tries to circle out of a tackle, and he's going to be stopped at the 26-yard line. Essentially no gain on the play.
And again, Sims frustrated with himself. He thinks he can break every tackle and get downfield. He believes he is the touchdown maker. Love his attitude.
Now Timms also the backup quarterback along with Evan Johnson, but Timms is essentially down on the depth chart at quarterback.
Yeah, he's 4th in receiving in the conference. Over 600 yards.
Terry looking to throw here on 3rd down. Has a chance. Sidearm toss going to be caught. No, incomplete. Donnell said he got the ball.
Of course he did.
he was trying to politic.
He's got a career there somewhere.
It goes incomplete, and now the field goal unit.
And that was a dangerous pass by Terry. I mean, he's going to try to split it between two guys at the goal line. Kind of bounced it in there.
From the 33, this will be...
Again, good coverage, and he throws it in between. We can't really tell.
Yeah.
A lot of action there.
Yeah. Neufeld with the field goal from 43 yards out, and it is good. So Neufeld boots the 43-yarder from the right hash.
Didn't look like it had much more than the 43 yards, but probably would have been good from 45. That's a great job by Wesleyan getting points on the board.
That's big. 10-7 our score. Prairie Wolves in control once again. We'll take a break after you see this.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
Now Nebraska Wesleyan regains control on a 43-yard field goal from Neufeld. Take a look at this again. Nice view from the south end zone cam and goes through the uprights. And so the Prairie Wolves up 10-7 here against Simpson College, the Storm. And here's the deep end over end boot, and it's going to be into the end zone. Did he touch it?
No, he didn't. He lost it in the sun.
Well, I don't know if he lost it and then maybe accidentally touched it as he's going into the end zone.
Yeah, he just said, let me just let it go. And now Wesleyan, let's see what adjustment, Jeff, they make on this defensive line. Ogle was having his way, and now Alexander's going to be the running back of choice here on this possession. And he is the starter. He's the first-team guy. And see if they have both of those guys in there now.
Bominette will send Alexander in motion. And what do we got, a penalty marker? Yes, this could be a false start against Simpson.
Do have a malfeasance alert on the field.
Start. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So they say on number 70, the lineman there, that's usually how they're going to get their name mentioned in the game.
Cole Henricks was the guy that was called for being offside. Now watch this again on the kickoff. I thought he may have touched it too. And let's see. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, I thought he just tried to get out of the way because he lost it. He put his hand up. He was shielding his eyes from the sun.
Bominette looking to throw, and it's caught around the 25-yard line.
Oh.
And working their way upfield. Reception made that time by Austin Bell.
Austin Bell took a shot.
This pass is complete to number 84, Austin
But
Bell.
a nice job by Bominette, just keeping the play alive with his legs, evading the rush. Found a man open on the sideline. And once again, Simpson moving the ball.
Bominette claps his hands, goes to Ogle on the handoff, who goes through the middle and picks up about 2 to 3 on the play up to the 33-yard line.
It's a physical game already. Some hard hitting.
Ball carried by number 35, Hunter Ogle.
It certainly has been. Wesleyan's defense has been challenged too. And now a big third down here for Simpson. And Ogle gets the handoff, and he's going to be short by a yard.
Coach, let's see what he's thinking here.
Hunter Ogle
He's
carries
got
the
a
ball.
long yard to go on fourth down. See if he's going to keep his offense out there. Now he thinks better of it.
Now, out comes the punting unit, so this will be a 3-and-out here for Simpson.
And again, right there, they just block everything up there at the point of attack, man on man. You just got to beat your guy. And a great job there by Wesleyan. So now with the opportunity to get the ball back after a second score on the field goal.
Mason Ackerson, last time he had a punt, it went off the side of his foot. Much better punt now this time. Fair catch going to be way by Guzman right across the 35 and the 36.
So Wesleyan, let's see what Coach Keller, he is the offense coordinator, so he comes up with the kind of plays that they run. So let's see who he uses here. We used to see him up in the booth right to our left. Not this year, right on the field, able to give his coaching prowess and expertise to his quarterback right on the field.
You saw Guzman there with that arm brace. That was from when he went out with an arm injury in that game against Dubuque a few weeks back. And here is Romaine as he goes around right tackle, gets up to about the 41. They're going to try to push him ahead, and nothing doing there. He gets 4 yards on the pickup to the 41-yard line. But yeah, Guzman, he on a return against Dubuque went down hard on that arm and elbow and got that brace on today.
That first quarter is done.
And with 1 quarter in the book, it's Nebraska Wesleyan on top here against Simpson College. And the Prairie Wolves lead it 10-7. Come back after you see this on LNK TV and the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Able Stadium at Nebraska Wesleyan University. That's where we're at today.
I think there's some recruits in the stands today.
I think so too.
I saw kids from Plattsmouth, Burwell, and a couple other places here checking out Nebraska Wesleyan.
You know, and with this, not just the football team, but the sports department in general here at Wesleyan, they like to get as many local kids as possible. And that's who they kind of eyeball first. Here's Romaine here as Wesleyan switches directions, and Romaine gets to about the 43-yard line, gets 2 yards out of it.
Well, I tell you, there's some hard hitting down there in the trenches. And this is where play action really comes in to your offense. You run Romaine in there a couple of times. They bite on that run, and then you can get over the top. O'Connell, Mathis, and frequently Timms as well on the offensive side for Wesleyan. So, again, everything's a setup for something else.
3rd and we'll call it 4.
There's no doubt about the empty set here.
Down the far side, O'Connell caught it at the 34, and he's going to be corralled and thrown out of bounds. Inside the 25 of Simpson College, they're going to spot it at the 25.
What a throw that was from Terry. He split the difference on the backside after the cornerback in between the safety, and O'Connell makes a hands catch all the way looking for him, and he just picks it right there. If he can get away down the sideline, no, but a great first down and a great pitch and catch from Terry to O'Connell.
So from the 25 of Simpson, Terry works out of the pistol, looking to toss, got O'Connell in the end zone, touchdown Nebraska Wesleyan.
And he just took the defender to school right there, Jeff, on the post pattern. Oh my goodness. Justin Maggard was used and abused out there by O'Connell. Nice patience by Terry, and he threw a strike. Waiting, and he's just out there wide open. Just make the catch, touchdown. Nice move on the route by O'Connell. First outside, then inside on the post.
Neufeld with the point after attempt. It is up, and it is good. 13:40 to go, second quarter. And it's a 25-yard toss from Terry to David O'Connell, who takes it into the end zone, and it extends that Wesleyan lead to 17-7. Nebraska Wesleyan leading at 17-7 on Simpson College here. We're early on in the second quarter. Jeff Moats, John Harris.
And you.
And you bet, here on LNK TV.
That's a tremendous job by the Wesleyan offense there. And 2 great passes to O'Connell by Terry on that drive.
Zach Fenley will kick.
Again, that little bit of a running game, Jeff, sets up the passing game. Wesleyan taking advantage.
End over ender, going to be picked up at about the 12-yard line by Simpson. Gavin Osteen past the 25, going to be stopped short of the 30 at the 29.
Now, once again, what the Wesleyan defense, again, making the necessary adjustments on that last Simpson drive to stall the drive. The coach decided not to go for it on a 4th and long, about 1.5 yards. Brought the punting unit out. Wesleyan took advantage, and some tremendous pass plays for Wesleyan.
Brett Bobbitt gets the snap here on 1st and 10, and Ogle gets the handoff, and at the point of attack, the Prairie Wolves only allow about 2 yards in the play. Caden Daw was among those in on the stop for Wesleyan.
What you're looking to do as a football team is try to figure out what you can take away. And the question is, can Bobbitt win this game without a running game? And so if the defense just makes a decision, listen, we're going to stop the run and see what Bobbinet can do, then that makes them one-dimensional.
Blitz is on, and over the middle, a pass intended around the 50-yard line goes incomplete for Cameron Jones, who he was sprinting down the field over the middle.
Wesleyan pass rush almost got home, Jeff. And what a one-handed catch that would have been in between the defense there. See what we got here.
Maybe an equipment issue or something for somebody in the offense for Simpson, or at least, yeah, I think they got resolved, so they're going to get set up here with 3rd and 8.
Simpson, Wesleyan has man coverage on the outside. Too deep.
From the 31, blitz being shown here as Ellerby's trying to get in there. Here's a pass going to be thrown out of bounds, incomplete, but Ellerby, give him credit on the pass rush, going after Bobbinet, and that's going to force the punting unit back out again for Simpson.
And that's a great job of defensive adjustment by Nebraska Wesleyan. Really got pushed around on that first drive by Simpson, but they have figured some things out here, made the necessary adjustments, and now Simpson is punting again for the 3rd time.
Wesleyan's lone conference win was October 2nd up at Luther College, 28-21 victory. They're looking for their 2nd conference win this season. Here's a high punt from Ackerson, and it goes bouncing inside the 35. The 30 rolls inside the 20. That thing is going to roll and come to a rest at the 13-yard line of Nebraska Wesleyan.
Well, did that hit it? That hit about the 33-yard line? Wow.
And it just bounced and rolled and finally came to a rest.
Yeah, this turf is a giving ground here. We saw last night that the punt died and hit the ground. It just went down. Oh, boy. Oh, almost. Maybe could have been something there. Referees decided not to call it.
It didn't look like it was intentional or at least overexerting. I mean, it was just one of those where it was perhaps an accidental bump, but nothing too significant, at least for the officials to throw a flag out. And now Romaine on 1st and 10 is going to be stopped for no gain, really. They're going to spot him still at the 13.
Boy, Shaban, he comes off the edge there with bad intentions. Grabs Romaine around the chest and just puts him down. He is their man.
Yep, Wyatt Shaban, as you just saw on the screen, comes in and bear hugs Romaine.
Look at that, like a shot.
Wyatt Shaban is 6'2", 215 pounds, and only a junior.
You're talking about recognize, read, and react. My goodness.
He is the conference leading tackler for Simpson, and they're on a big stop that time. Coming in was Carter Patterson with a stop.
Yeah, Patterson comes on the left side blitz. Nobody picked him up, and Terry was a dead duck there. He's going to make his move around left side, and here he comes, and nobody picks him up. He just runs right through the lineman there and right to Terry.
That was Adam Weaver, the right guard, that he blew through.
He bull rushed him big time.
3rd and long. Terry eludes tackles, throws a sidearm toss around the 23 that goes incomplete, and a flag thrown as Donnell was the intended receiver, but we got a penalty marker in the end zone.
We do have a foible flag on the field.
Let's find out what it is.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 56.
Wow.
15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
So Shaban.
Wow. A little overzealous that time from the conference leader in tackling.
Yeah, he got a little overexerting that time, so Shaban commits the penalty for Simpson.
And gives Wesleyan a huge 1st down to sustain this drive.
And a little bit of breathing room there, too, for the Wesleyan offense as Terry works out of the pistol. He'll look to throw, and it's Mathis who makes the catch around the 28 for about a 4-yard pickup. Mathis has been a key player at times, as we've alluded to. He's got 2 touchdowns on the season entering this game.
Usually pretty sure-handed, a guy you can count on, and that's one of the great things about this Wesleyan offense. Just about everybody is a guy who can catch the ball and somebody you can rely on when you throw it to him. Again, you got single coverage with O'Connell. Well, actually with Mathis.
And Romaine gets the carry again as he gets across the 30 to about 31, maybe the 32-yard line. Let's see where they spot. They're going to mark him down at the 30.
Romaine with the carry. Ankle tap.
So about a 1-yard, 2-yard pickup on the play.
Carter Patterson.
10:22 to go here in this first half. And Wesleyan just kind of, on this drive, we haven't seen a lot of big plays take shape. Let's see what they can do here on offense. Here is Terry. Complete to Dannell at the 33, past the 40 and ran out of bounds. Got the first down. They're going to mark him out around the 40.
That's a nice job there. Usually when you catch the ball, you don't have the first down. The expectation is that as you can turn up field, if you can elude the defender, you can get the first down. He does there. Great job by Wesleyan as he throws it sidearm again. There he is, swings out in the flat. Now he doesn't have the first down now, but now you got to get upfield, turn your head, get to the marker, get out of bounds. Good job. That's how that play's supposed to work.
So from the 40, 1st and 10 here for Wesleyan. Timms will go in motion. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep.
Oh, what a play.
And they were pursuing it, and it's Shaban again who makes the stop, and that's going to be still at the 40-yard line. And really, Timms has been struggling to get off the ground here, so to speak, and trying to get something going offensively for Wesleyan.
Boy, that was such a great play on
it was.
down the line of scrimmage.
Good pursuit there by Shaban.
Man, what a play that was. This young man he can see it, and not only see it, he can get there.
2nd and 10. And now Terry will air it out to the far side. It looked like Zarbanicki was the intended receiver. It goes incomplete around the Simpson 46-yard line.
Decent pass protection there for Terry. Just airmailed it just a little bit. And now we're back on 3rd down and 11. Again, haven't seen O'Connell out here. He's the big body receiver, Jeff, who can catch the ball in traffic and can get behind the secondary. We're going to call it. Okay, there we go.
Pistol set up again here for Terry. Romaine in the backfield. He'll work as a blocker. Terry going to air it out over here near side. Timms with a catch, coming back and getting the ball. They're going to give him the ball. Mark him as the reception in there at about the 44-yard line. Still not enough for a first down. That's going to bring up 4th down here for the Prairie Wolves.
Yeah, give Simpson some credit right there. I tell you what, even after the personal foul that gave Wesleyan another set of downs, the coverage is good, and the tackling, boy, I tell you what, nice job of recovery there, making a great tackle. So now Simpson's going to get the ball back on the punt. Save some trickeration here by Wesleyan.
Here's the punt. And catch going to be made in a short-lived return. How about the Wesleyan defense getting downfield, making the stop?
Like
Adam Wehrman was down there.
Yeah, Wehrman's down there doing a great job on punt coverage. Tremendous job there.
Austin Bell was the guy that fielded the punt.
Yeah, Bell, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And there you see Wehrman coming down there. And
grabbed the jersey, pulled him down. Great job there. And you got to have that, Jeff. Offense, defense, and special teams, friends. You got to have every facet working together. And Wehrman says, hey, say my name.
And it's Ogle again, it looks like, that got the carry, and he's going to force his way up to about, close to the 28-yard line on the pickup. 3-yard gain for him.
Yeah, he has not seemed to have the success that he had early on. Why? Because Nebraska Wesleyan is making the kind of adjustments in the line, and particularly at the linebacker positions, that have stalled him of late.
Snap here again. And the pass is going to be intercepted, picked off. And down the near sideline, 30, 20, ran out of bounds.
What a catch. What a play.
And that was Dakota Prorock who intercepted the pass for Bobbitt. And it's going to be marked out at the 31-yard line.
Boy, what a job he did to recognize what was happening there, to see where the ball was going, and then to make the interception. Fortunately, his man kept him from going out of bounds. You'll see it here, folks. He reacts, comes over, and now his man keeps him from going out of bounds right there. And now it's down the sideline. Great job.
Second interception of the year for Prorock, the 12th interception thrown by Bobbitt for Simpson this season. Here's a pitch and catch, goes incomplete. It was Romaine who went out as a receiver out of the backfield, and it goes incomplete, so that'll bring up second down here from the 31 of Simpson.
Yeah, Romaine and Leonard's in the same vicinity. What a catch, and then give Cujo an assist on the keeping him in bounds.
That's right. Second and 10 again from the 31.
Again, Wesleyan wants to get something out of this, giving signals.
Snap to Terry.
Got to make a block.
There's Mathis. And Mathis takes it down inside the 25, and he'll be spotted down at the 22 of Simpson, short of the first down by about a yard.
And that's a great play for a guy like Timms out there on the edge, because Timms is going to give you everything he has, whether he's running, catching, whatever. And, of course, in that possession, blocking. And so he took on two guys to be able to make that play successful. So this is probably 4-down territory for Wesleyan.
Oh, absolutely. Third, and we'll call it a yard. And Romaine gets the handoff, got the first down, takes it inside the 20, finally stopped at the 17-yard line.
And again, he adds what Wesleyan has needed over these last couple of games, the running that allows the passing game to be even more effective. Now let's take a look here at our stats. And so the rushing game here for both teams, just enough.
And now Terry fakes the handoff, maybe a broken play and a big stop. And a big tackle that time coming in from Lorante Lewis, the defensive lineman who comes in and jumps on top of Terry.
If that was a zone read, something didn't get read. I mean, my goodness. Okay, wrong way. So either the quarterback looked the wrong way or Romaine ran the wrong way. You got to eat it.
Second and long. Terry out of the gun, gets it. Looking to throw. He's got someone over there, and it goes incomplete inside the 10-yard line. I think that was Timms, who was the intended receiver.
Yeah, and his platform passing, Jeff, is just off. I mean, when the pressure is on, your mechanics break down, and that seems to be the case here for Terry. You know, he's not able to step in. He's not able to get his feet set, and then he airmails it just by throwing it with his arm. And now O'Connell, who we haven't seen in a long time, is back in the ball game. This is usually that place where you have a flag route with him, inside, outside, or a post. They got him on man coverage. That's no good.
Terry in the pocket, looking for O'Connell as he dove for the ball, and it goes incomplete inside the 10 at the 9.
And they say it skipped.
Now, fourth down, you're going to kick into the breeze if you bring out the field goal unit, which looks like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, the flag in the south end zone is limp. It is not moving, and so that bodes well for this field goal attempt for Wesleyan.
They'll spot it at the 27.
Extend this lead to 10, to even more, to 13.
37-yard attempt here for Neufeld. Snap of the hold. Here's the kick. It's got distance, and that one is good. Right inside the left upright.
Wow.
And with 4:53 to go here, Wesleyan extends their lead now to 20-7 over Simpson. And a couple of big field goals this afternoon, as you see special teams kicking coach Ray Corono coming over there to give Neufeld a big hug.
Yeah, they might want to send, have him work downtown for a certain team who needs some field goal help.
I'm not going to name names.
Yet unmentioned.
You talking about somebody with a touch of scarlet?
I'm not saying.
Okay. I think everybody caught your drift.
Well, you know what? We're going to be working feverishly over the halftime. My crack staff, we're going to talk about famous Simpson alums. Of course, I'll mention one right now, a guy, George Washington Carver, who is famous throughout Iowa and even in Missouri, my home state, for his inventions and his scientific innovations, particularly relative to the peanut, the sweet potato, and all those kinds of things. Simpson College is yet another college that honors George Washington Carver.
End-over-end kick, fielded at the 20, 25-30. Pass there. Gavin Osteen going to be stopped at the 35 with a 15-yard pickup.
Massive humanity right there at the 35-yard line.
Now, while we're at it, explain the nickname that Simpson got with the Storm.
Well, they were originally called the Red and Gold, if I'm not mistaken, the Red and Gold. They are actually named after Bishop Matthew Simpson, their Methodist affiliation. They were the Red and Gold until the 30s, where they shortened the name to the Red Men. And we'll talk more about that in a second.
After this play here, as Bobinet gives it up to Ogle, working to the edge and forced out of bounds around the 40-yard line for about a 5-yard pickup on the play. Good stop there on that play by Jacob Grauman.
Yeah, so they go from the red and gold to the Redmen. About 85, they had Rowdy the Rooster, they had the Thundercat, and then in 92, they said, listen, let's come up with another name. After 27 names were given, the Storm came to the top, rose to the top.
And Red and Gold, by the way, was among those final names in 92, as Ogle is going to be stopped at the 39.
Yeah, the Red and Gold, they had three names that were the finalists. The Owls, the Red and Gold, and the Storm. And let's give you some of the others. The Crusaders, the Maples, the Red Devils, the Red Raiders, the Saints, the Sodbusters. That's right, the Sodbusters. The Zenith, the Wolf Pack. I tell you what, you give people an opportunity, they'll come up with anything.
Yeah.
But the Storm is the name that stayed.
I could have seen Wolfpack or Red Raiders maybe at one point. Here's a pass, goes incomplete, thrown behind the intended target that time for Simpson College, which was Cole Romdahl.
Now, you'll be happy about this. You think about famous alums from Simpson College. I'm not an MMA guy, a UFC guy, but Evan Tanner, UFC middleweight champion, is a Simpson alum.
Did not know that.
Yeah. That's right. So, Evan Tanner, middleweight champion, UFC.
Let's see, Simpson's out of Indianola, southern part of Iowa.
Uh-oh, there we go.
Here's the boot off the side of the foot.
Okay, here we go again.
And that goes out of bounds somewhere around the 35-yard line.
Yep, so I'm not a big MMA guy, but I know enough about Simpson College and MMA to know that Evan Tanner is an alum.
We got a penalty marker on the field around the Simpson 43-yard line. There was contact as the punt was going out of bounds around the 35 of Simpson. And I'm not sure if that's contact initiated by Wesleyan. Let's see.
Illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 28. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Stephen Schaub, our head referee today, with that call.
See what Wesleyan can do with this last 3:41.
Watch this again.
Yeah, right there.
Right there. I thought there was contact. That's what I was referring to, about the 36.
Yeah.
There was some contact, and that's what the Simpson coaches are pointing out.
Boy, they pointing it out. You better believe they were.
That's why I thought the flag would be against Wesleyan. Apparently not. Lenners gets the catch in the flat and gets a pickup of 2 to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that play takes so much time to develop as you throw it out there. You have to get a good block from your wide receiver out there against defenders that are now pressing for the tackle. That time, Timms could not get the block necessary.
Second, and we'll call it 8.
Trips bunched up. This would be a great opportunity to throw it to Timms, see what he can get out of it. Throw.
Halfback down the near side of Mathis, and it's broken up, incomplete, and they're going to throw the flag. It's going to be pass interference.
There was a great opportunity. You could see something was developing there with Timms. He just couldn't get the ball thrown downfield far enough. He had a touchdown if he could get it out there to Mathis. But because it hung up and Mathis came back for it,
watch this again.
Gave the PI. You can see it coming. He just couldn't get a good grip on it. And it floats, and here he comes back for it. He may have saved a touchdown.
Yeah. Contact that time by Zach Steenhook.
Yeah, so that's not a bad penalty on that particular kind of play. But Wesleyan with some trickeration here.
Coming up at halftime, we'll chat with Nebraska Wesleyan Athletic Director Ira Zeff. Catch up with him about fall activities, starting to wrap up here and getting ready for winter sports here at Wesleyan.
Boy, basketball's coming soon.
You bet it is. Terry finds Donnell, who's going to be forced out of bounds on the near sideline by Steenhook at about the 49-yard line, so a pickup of 1.
Yeah, you'd think we're not necessarily in the 2-minute offense, though, again, the short passing game is what you're looking to do here.
Spot the ball at the 48 instead. This will be 2nd and 8.
And again, you have O'Connell up on single coverage. He does a tremendous job one-on-one. Let's see what Terry comes up with here per Coach Keller's instruction.
2 splits each side. Terry. Low throw caught by O'Connell, eluding tackles, and he just kind of falls down on his back around the 42-yard line. I don't know if he may have slipped.
Yeah, he slipped trying to elude the second tackler there.
Pass goes from Terry to O'Connell. Tackle on the play.
So again, when O'Connell's out there by himself, you're going to throw it to him. You know, see if he can make a play. So you're going to elude the first guy, and now let's see if he can elude the second guy. Whoop!
Yep.
Not so much.
Turf monster.
Tripped him up.
3rd and short from the 42. And Terry's going to keep it, and he's going to run into the teeth of that Simpson defense and gets down to the 41. That's it. And timeout going to be taken here by Nebraska Wesleyan here with 1:28 remaining.
Yeah, let's see what decision we can make here. Quite possibly go for it on 4th down, try to draw them off. This is probably too long for a field goal attempt, but I think you might want to come up with something creative here, or better yet, not overthink it. How about what we saw last night from Gretna? You know, they put the quarterback under center, put a guy behind him, quick snap, boom, quarterback sneak.
Get it. Well, that was into the end zone, and of course this could get them the first down. There you see the back of the head of Nebraska Wesleyan head coach Brian Keller. 123 to 126 for a career record. He is Nebraska Wesleyan's all-time winningest coach. He was a graduate and former player here at Wesleyan in the early 80s. Longest tenured head coach at American Rivers Conference, and was the 2000 GPAC co-coach of the year. And 26th season here at Wesleyan.
Yeah, good guy, man. I'll tell you. You know, it's about more than football for Coach Keller. You know, yeah, you want to win. Yeah, you want to be successful. But you're shaping young men. You have the opportunity to be impactful in their lives.
Penalty markers come out. This will probably be an offside against Simpson on 4th down.
And there was a little MMA action right there.
Do have a protocol violation on the field.
Now rock bottom.
Let's see what this yellow blooper rag is about.
worked. So the offside penalty gets Wesleyan the first down. Watch this again. Oh, yeah, that whole line. And even some of the linebackers
got
budged.
everybody. And then we got Patterson with the pickup and the delivery. Thought he was working for UPS there for a minute.
Well, it wasn't Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant.
Where's Superfly Schnucker when you need him?
Here is Terry, and he's going to be tripped up for a loss back at the 45-yard line. What a play that was. Jaden Henricks was in there and made the stop.
Storm Lake, Iowa. What a tremendous play that was. Didn't give Terry any time. He comes blitzing through from the secondary. Just in the nick of time. Trips the feet out from under him. That's a big play for Simpson as the clock is under 50 seconds. Wesleyan doesn't seem to have a sense of urgency here.
No need to.
Whoa.
Terry eludes the tackle. He's scrambling deep. This is like backyard football almost. And Timms makes the catch. And it's going to be behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to spot it at the 37-yard line.
Well, I'm just saying that the sense of urgency is that we're trying to get the ball in the end zone as opposed to just kind of settling. You pick up the pace just a little bit, but you got the lead and the ball. Don't want to do anything too adventurous.
No.
And you definitely don't want to give Simpson an opportunity with a 13-point lead going into halftime.
3rd and long here for Wesleyan.
And again, you want to be real careful here as well. Look for Timms.
Got it over the middle at the 15, 10-5 touchdown. Nebraska Wesleyan, and guess who? Kevin Timms.
Hey,
you called it.
What can I tell you? What can I tell you? The eyes, you can see the matchup out there, and you can see that Timms had the advantage in the slot. Let's take a look at it here, folks. Just look down the field. He's going to come on a nice post pattern.
Look at that.
And then pitch and catch late on the recovery. I think, just watching this game and knowing who's on the field at a particular time, extra point is good.
Neufeld with the boot, 24 seconds to go here before halftime. We'll just keep it right here, and you see Kevin Timms with the big catch into the end zone there. And you know what I'm going to call you? Karnak.
Yeah.
Over 105 in Los Angeles as you hold up an envelope to your head. That was a good call on your part, but you were right. They're going to look for him, and they found Timms in the end zone.
Yeah, you can. If you watch this game long enough, there's some things you can tell about what's happening on offense and what's happening on defense, and you can see in that moment that Timms had inside the slot, had one-man coverage. The man was playing leverage on the outside, gave him the inside, which meant he could run a nice little post pattern. He does that, and again, the delivery from Terry gets the touchdown. So, again, I'd like to say that I'm clairvoyant and all those kinds of things, but you know what? It's just all about watching the game and seeing what's available.
Here is the kick, an end-over-ender, and going to be picked up at the 20-yard line by Osteen, and he's going to jump up to about the 31-yard line. The clock will stop with 15 seconds to spare, and can Simpson go for maybe a big toss downfield to try to at least put something in to the end zone before halftime? We'll see. But
what we know about this game and these games with Simpson is that it's always come down to one score. And so though Wesleyan has a 20-point lead right now, we know this team and these teams have always played close to the vest. Let's see what's happening here. 15 seconds left. And so Wesleyan still has to come out second half, foot on the gas, make the necessary adjustments to play even a cleaner game in the second half.
And they're going to give it to Ogle, who is stopped right at the 31-yard line at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And we're going to go to the halftime break as Nebraska Wesleyan, with a good first half of action, as they are now heading into the locker room with a 27-7 lead on Simpson College here at the break. When we come back here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network, My chat with Nebraska Wesleyan Athletic Director Ira Zeff. That's next here on LNK TV.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences, designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.
Welcome back to Able Stadium here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network on LNK TV. I'm Jeff Modes. I'm joined by Nebraska Wesleyan Athletic Director Ira Zeff here at halftime. Thank you so much for joining us here, Ira, and it's good to see you here.
Well, my pleasure. We got a beautiful day for football.
Oh, tremendous.
Looking forward to a great game.
You know, when we look at fall sports in general, the weather, for the most part, has really cooperated. And as you look back on fall sports as it starts to wrap up here, what are some things that really stand out that have happened in your department?
Well, the best thing has happened. We've been pretty normal athletic-wise compared to last year with dealing with COVID. Our campus has had a vaccine mandate. Our athletes are about 93-94% vaccinated. So that's allowed us to practice, play just like normal. And they're so excited to be back playing on the field or the court and running. It's been fun to watch them have that energy and really appreciate being able to be out there.
What about the successes that have happened in fall sports this year with cross country and volleyball and other activities?
Well, we'll find out a little bit more today. Cross country's at the conference championships, which is held at Luther College. So they've had a pretty good year. They've had some injuries that they're fighting through, and we'll see what happens today with the championship. Our men's soccer team is playing today in the conference tournament. And so they've had a good season. They're young, and they've really developed as a team. Had a great win the other night against Wartburg. And so they're fun. They're looking for the challenge today, see if they can knock off somebody and move forward in the tournament.
Now you make the transition over from more of the outdoor sports in the fall to more of the indoor activities. You got men's and women's basketball coming up. You've got wrestling. There's swimming. What's going to happen here as we move into the winter months for sports, and what's the outlook look like for all those programs?
Well, for the next few weeks, we're really busy because we're doing fall sports and the winter, as you're saying. Swim team's been the most progressive. They've already had several meets. I've had a really good victory last week against the conference champ from last year. And so they're looking forward under Coach Hunt to keep progressing. Our numbers are up. And, they're looking forward to the season going forward. Basketballs are always a topic of conversation on campus. Men's team sort of starting over. They're young, but he's very excited about the recruiting classes of the last 2 years. And we're going to play a lot of young people. But he's pretty excited. He's going to tweak some things as Coach Wellman has done over the years. He's really good at finding out what his talent is and how to use them. And so he's made some tweaks that I think will, again, bring exciting basketball at Snyder Arena.
And he's done a good job of finding some local talent that can fit into his program to go up and down with that tempo that he likes to do every time.
Absolutely. And our women's program, I think this will be our best team under Sam Dixon. Had a really good recruiting year as well. Got in some transfers, so we're new but a little older. He's really working hard. I think our depth will be better than it has been in the past. So looking forward to how he competes in the conference. Although in women's basketball, the preseason rankings came out in D3, and we have a team 6th and 10th in the country in our conference. So the challenge is still there, but I think we'll be more competitive.
It sounds good, and we're looking forward to covering some of those games here as we get into the winter months. And hopefully everything somewhat gets back to normal. And again, with COVID protocols, it's highly encouraged or it's recommended for fans to wear masks under the mandate.
Under the mandate, we're still masked in all buildings, so our spectators are required to wear their mask. And we'll see how long that lasts. We thought it was going to be done in September and October, and now hopefully November everything will get better and get our hospitals with some space for people and all the things that people have been reading about. But we're looking forward to the season. It'll be great to have fans in the stands, and volleyball certainly used that to their advantage at home contests that we had some students and some energy in the building, and we're looking forward to basketball and also our wrestling team who's, I think, again, making progress. Coach Bradley's done a great job with them, and looking for people to be able to watch them in Snyder Arena as well.
Sure. Ira Zeff, thank you so much for joining us here at halftime. Appreciate it as always.
My pleasure. We really appreciate what you guys do for our programs, and I can't share that enough, that we really thank you for all you're doing.
Well, we appreciate that, no question about it. Ira Zeff, Nebraska Wesleyan Athletic Director, with us here at halftime at Able Stadium. We'll come back with more in just a moment on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network on LNK TV.
You're watching Prairie Wolves football on the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network.
We're back here at Able Stadium on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network here on LNK TV. Welcome back. Jeff Moats, John Harris with you here at halftime as we take a look at those first half stats. There's quite a difference when you look at the passing yards and time of possession in particular, John. Let's show you here on the screen. Look at the passing. 173 to 37 passing. Rushing, though, still slightly an advantage for Simpson, but the time of possession, 19 minutes to almost 11 minutes in comparison. And look at Carter Terry, 15 to 23 passing for 173 yards. Only one turnover today, and that was that interception where Dakota Prorock picked off that pass from Bobinet.
Well, you see there, Wesleyan hasn't been prolific in the rushing game, but just enough to be able to offset some of what needed to happen without a running game at all. And so Romaine being back here on the field has been an asset to Wesleyan, and again that helps to set up some play action and so forth. And Wesleyan has found itself in a tremendous place here, up 20. A couple of slant patterns, post patterns. One to O'Connell, that last one to Timms. And to extend this lead. A couple of good field goals here, and playing a good first half again, but they have to keep their foot on the gas, Jeff. Can't let up for a second. These games are always close.
That man there on the screen, Neufeld, he's got a couple of field goals that he's nailed today. And then, of course, Carter Terry had a touchdown run earlier that got Wesleyan on the scoreboard. So Austin Neufeld with 2 field goals, Carter Terry with the rushing touchdown, and a couple of touchdown passes, including O'Connell and Kevin Timms.
And the defense made the adjustment that it needed to make. You know, Ogle was having his way through the middle. I mean, they don't have tremendous yards. I mean, he has 54 yards. But I'll tell you what, on that first drive alone, he was just running like a hot knife through butter.
Yes.
And then they shored it up after that drive, and he's had struggles since then. Alexander comes in, hadn't done a whole lot, 14 yards rushing for him.
Yeah, he's got the lone touchdown of the game so far for Simpson.
Yeah, so they did a great job of adjusting, and that's what you have to do in football. Any sport, you have to see what you're doing wrong, make the necessary adjustment. Wesleyan did that, and that kept the running game from Simpson, which seemed to be going well at the beginning, not so well after that.
So Nebraska Wesleyan will receive to begin this second half. You got Guzman and Timms back awaiting the return here as we get this third quarter of action started here at Able Stadium. 27-7 in favor of the Prairie Wolves over the Storm.
And we always know and we always say that first drive coming out of the half, what do you do with that? Wesleyan needs to get something going here.
And Guzman's going to pick it up at the 3. He'll take it up to the 10, cut out. Past the 20, 25. He's got some space up to the 40. Trying to elude a tackle before he is quickly stopped shy of the 50-yard line at about the 48.
Wow.
And he happened to be taken down there by Brady Berkey, the kicker.
Yeah, that's a great job by Berkey. I tell you what, staying home. You always got to have that last line of defense. But, give Guzman boy, I thought he might have. We saw a touchdown, 100 yards last week. This would have been about 98. But, boy, what an opportunity here. Sees some space. Now, here's the burst. Right through the hole there. Thought he just one more guy to beat. He cannot do it. And the rest could recover. But tremendous job near midfield for Wesleyan.
At the 49 in Wesleyan territory, right inside that hash. And Terry going to give it up to Romaine, who gets across the 50. He's going to be tackled just across the 50 at the 48 of Simpson.
Wesleyan has a straight, what we call a straight line runner in Romaine. Not very elusive. He's what they would call a bruiser, kind of like Ogle. He's going to go right at you, and if you're in the way, he's going to kind of bulldog you. He can do some things out in space, but his job is going to run through the tackles, try to get everything he can north and south.
So second, and we'll call it 3 here or 7 rather. And Romaine, with no gain on the play, stopped at the 48.
Yeah, took a shot from a number of players, particularly one out of the secondary.
Jack Bootsmiller was the guy that was in on the stop that time. So 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Prairie Wolves.
Yeah, Draper got his helmet in there at the end. So Wesleyan here, 3rd down, over midfield, first drive, second half.
Zarbanicki was in motion, and Terry in the pocket in trouble, breaking through, and finally decides to keep it, and he's going to be stopped at the 46, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Got some extracurriculars there from Simpson.
Terry squirts up the middle. He's brought down by Sam Wolf and Wyatt Chavez.
And we got big number 94. That's Sam Wolf, and when he's out there selling Wolf tickets, I tell you that he's going to get a little talking to off of his teammates are pulling him off to the side, telling him to control himself. He does a great job there to keep Carter Terry from getting a first down. Now Wesleyan punting. See if they can get him back near the goal line. Whoa!
There's the punt from Hall just in time. Bounce around the 16. That's going to go out of bounds.
Well, big number 73 was right there, Jeff.
Goes out of bounds.
Lorante Lewis,
18-yard line.
freshman from Houston, Texas. Boy, he was right there. And they're telling him, get your hands up. Lewis was right there. 6'2", 280. And that would have turned some things around.
Let's get the official word here from Stephen Schaub.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Taking team number 55. 15-yard penalty.
Whoa.
First down.
Don't need that. Let's see what we got here. All right, we have pushing. We got shoving. Okay, he throws him down.
Number 55's first unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay, what is that about?
Now that's either Jacob Liu or Evan Donner. There are two 55s. I'm assuming it's Liu.
The only thing we can see there is if he grabbed him by the face mask as he threw him down.
Bobbinet pass complete in the flat and the loose football. Fumble on the play. Wesleyan says they got it back.
Let's see if indeed they do. A lot of tussle at the bottom of the pile here.
Wesleyan's got it. And guess who got the football? Jacob Garnis came up with the football off that fumble, And the Prairie Wolves are back in business at the Simpson 37-yard line.
Oh, boy, that's what you do not want if you're Simpson, to put that defense right back out on the field. And if I'm Wesley and I'm going right up top, he throws it out there. You got to get a block out there. He's ready to go. Takes a step. Oh! Don't know if he really even had the ball.
That's kind of like a similar play that we saw last night in the high school game we covered in the playoffs between Lincoln East and Gretna.
Well, it looked like he took a step with the ball. He just lost it. And let's see what happens. And now look at O'Connell down at the bottom of your screen here.
Terry in the pocket. He's going to be sandwiched and taken down hard. You had two guys on him, and leading that attack was number 89.
That's Bootsmiller there.
Yep, Jack Bootsmiller was one of them.
And then you got 94, Sam Wolf in there.
Watch this again.
Yeah, meeting at the quarterback here.
And it was Bootsmiller that got to him right there, and it was Seth Nickham that was actually there to help him out.
Boy, I tell you, and you could see, Jeff, they were going to O'Connell on the outside here. McConnell, that's an Air Force base. Tim's in the backfield here with Romaine in the slot now.
And Donnell goes in motion in the slot. Pass complete and a screen toss to Timms, breaking tackles down the far side. Going to be ran out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. They'll spot him at the 34.
He's the perfect guy for the screen game. You know, nice vision. He can catch. He'll catch the ball first of all, and then wait for the blockers to get upfield as he follows them downfield. So that's a great call on second down. Now 3rd and 7. You have an opportunity here off the fumble recovery on your second possession, second half, to extend this lead up 20 over Simpson.
You're not in that comfort zone yet.
Oh, no.
To let up off the gas pedal, for sure. I mean, that's you're not even close to that point yet. Here's Terry. Sidearm toss is complete to Mathis, and Mathis corralled the ball at the 26, was thrown back, but they're going to say his forward progress got him to the 26, and that's enough for a first down.
Yeah, they should move the chains there. Yeah, move the chains. And that's a great job by Mathis, knowing exactly where to go to get the first down. He sat down right there at the first down marker. Nice delivery. Steps up just a little bit in the pocket. Sidearm toss right there at the first down marker. And that's what you want to do. That's an experienced receiver knowing exactly how many yards he needed for the first down.
Working from the 26 of Simpson. Low snap, Terry gets it. Pass the flat complete to O'Connell. Trying to elude tackles. He's going to get down to the 20-yard line. Around there, they're going to spot him at the 20. And that is a pickup of 6 from Terry to O'Connell.
He's wrapped up by J.P. Henriksen.
And what you're expecting when you throw the ball out there, those big guys, see if they can make a guy miss, elude a tackler, get downfield. O'Connell did as much as he could do for a short gain.
Pistol set up here. Leonard's in the slot. They're going to go to Romaine on the carry. Romaine inside the 15. He got the first down. And they're going to spot him around the 14-yard line.
I like how Romaine hit that hole right there. No hesitation. North and south. No juking, no jiving, no Fred Astaire, no Gregory Hines. Just hit the hole and get through there. That's a great job there. And again, give the offensive line credit for opening a hole, which is what they need to be able to do to maybe salt this thing away in the latter part of the game.
Ball at the 13, 1st and 10. 9:30 to go here at quarter number 3. And Romaine through the teeth of that Simpson defense, using all of his leg strength. He's trying to get a push from behind, and they're going to mark him down at the 7.
You want to be careful there when you're in tight quarters like that. Nobody grabs the ball out. And Romaine, I think I saw him really pull that ball in close. So you want to be careful there in traffic. You'd like to think they would blow the whistle when forward progress has been stalled. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So ball security for Wesleyan.
One split each side, as you see on the screen.
Oh, motion.
And they're going to go to Romaine again. Romaine bumps off a tackle, tries to force his way inside deep, and he's going to be short of the goal line. They're going to mark him down somewhere around the 2-yard line.
Using your terminology, pinballing is what he was doing. And he was just hitting off one guy, hitting off another guy. They're going to bring the heavy package in now.
Up the middle for another Prairie Wolf first down.
Great job by Romaine.
By Jaden Hendricks and Wyatt Schnabel.
So now you got Snelling, Weirman, or Sadler in the ball game now.
And Evans is the tailback.
Yeah, and Logan Evans. Big motion here.
Another man in motion. And it's
He's
gonna be
open.
Terry eluding tackles. He's got to get rid of the ball, and it throws it out of bounds, incomplete. He did have an open man.
Oh, man, he was open in the back of the end zone. Let's see if we got some extracurriculars here. Boots Miller was there. Or are they calling him for a pass? Yep, there it is. Intentional ground.
Offense number 3. Blackout penalty. First down.
So they called him for grounding.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case if it wasn't a personal foul. He's just going to throw a blind pass here. Boy, he got taken to the ground.
Yeah, he was taken down pretty hard there by Carter Patterson.
Wow.
So this will be 2nd and goal. Back at about the 19-yard line. And so Wesleyan will have to change things up here. This is
Simpson has changed some things up, Jeff, and is now getting a far more significant pass rush on Nebraska Wesleyan. Covering on the back end, allowing your linemen and linebackers.
Set the game clock to 8:13. 8:13, please.
Wow. It's a lot more time.
Well, the clock was running. I don't think somebody must have got a little anxious and started the clock.
Still waiting. Eight, 1-3.
Good camera work. People appreciated
They
that.
want to use that new scoreboard, new video screen as much as they can. Even we made the screen.
Yeah, just updated here about a month or so ago, actually. Terry in the pocket. He's going to scramble again. Turns around. He pivots. He throws into the back corner of the end zone. Going to be way out of bounds as Tim's on the back stretch of the track on that back turn. And so
Pressure from Simpson just continues to get Terry off of his spot. And messes up that passing game. And that's what you got to do. We talked about that at the outset. I mean, who can disrupt either one of these passers? And I tell you what, Wesleyan's done as good a job as they can do, and Simpson now has really come after Terry, and he's running for his life. Look like Doug Flutie out there running for his life. Our first Flutie reference.
that is correct. Terry out of the gun. 3rd and goal for the 19. Terry's got some time, and he's going to get rid of the ball again and incomplete. There has to be something happening where somebody is not open downfield or he's not looking at the right time.
Well, Simpson's just doing a great job in coverage. I'll tell you what, they've got everybody bracketed, and they're dropping their linebackers, and the defensive linemen are just doing a great job of pushing upfield. And now Wesleyan with another field goal attempt to extend this lead.
Neufeld will kick it. Spotted at the 25. This will be a 35-yard attempt from the right hash.
No wind.
Snap of the hold. The kick is up. Got distance. And it is good. That is the 3rd field goal that Neufeld has nailed today. And with 7:54 to go in this 3rd quarter, Nebraska Wesleyan's lead now at 30-7.
Nebraska Wesleyan 30, Simpson 7.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
Austin Neufeld, there you see on the screen, has nailed 3 field goals this afternoon for Nebraska Wesleyan. He hit another one from 35 yards out. And with 7:54 remaining in the third quarter, the lead now at 30-7 for the Prairie Wolves.
Well, you got to capitalize off the turnover. Wesleyan does that again. Short kick.
Picked up at the 15. And on the return, that time was Cameron Jones, and Jones going to be stopped. And this is where Simpson will take over at their own 34-yard line.
The tackle was by Simpson. Carell Simpson.
Well, looking at the numbers here, offensively speaking, so far, 249 yards of total offense for Wesleyan, only 109 so far for Simpson.
Yeah, they got to pick this thing up if they want to stay in this ball game. Down now 23.
And Bobbitt claps his hands, dropping back, looking to throw. Got a man there, and it's complete. Working out to the edge, got the first down at midfield around the 49-yard line. Hunter Dahlgren was the receiver that time for Simpson College.
He's going to have to come off the field. He took a lick there. Going to have to step off. I think he hurt his arm, left arm.
Either that or shoulder, perhaps.
Yeah, he's going to have to get some medical attention. Came down. He's on the under route here, drag route, and then he gets discombobulated there.
And now Ogle gets the handoff and takes it across the 50 to the Prairie Wolves' 46-yard line.
Now, one of the things they can do is up-tempo Wesleyan, kind of like they did on that first drive, Jeff. They just kept coming right back to the line of scrimmage again and again, threw Wesleyan off.
Second, we'll call it 5.
Blitz is on.
Bobbitt pass complete around the 31 of Wesleyan, and that's a nice pickup for a first down. Reception there for Simpson College was Joe McNally.
And now they're picking it up. The one thing, even if they do score, you got to be able to stop somebody. So
well, they're doing this hurry-up offense because, they need the points. And Ogle finds a crease, and he's going to be corralled and stopped by Caden Daw at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, nice tackle. Ogle almost realized that he was on top of Daw, was going to try to get up off of him, but Daw held on, got him all the way to the ground.
Here's a pass in the flat at the 21, and it was Grauman who forced out the receiver on the far side of the field, Cole Romdahl.
So subs in for Wesleyan. And this up-tempo offense now for Simpson.
3rd and short. And it's Ogle again that gets the carry, and he's going to get the first down, it looks like, at the 21.
Let's see. He may not have given it to him yet, Jeff.
Let's see.
He's going to be short by half a yard. But that's not going to stop them. They're going to stay out there. Got to get this first down to keep this drive going.
4th and short. Ogle gets the carry, got the first down, still on his feet, trying to fight through traffic and gets down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, that looked like one of those Larry Zonka-esque runs where he was running with his shoulders sideways. Actually wasn't square, just running sideways. Again, pinballing off of the defenders. Lower body strength from Ogle.
So 1st and 10 from the 13 of Wesleyan. Zone read handoff goes to Ogle around the 10, working out toward the edge, and he's going to be forced out of bounds around the 5-yard line. So a pickup of 8, too shy of the first down.
And you ask yourself, if you're a Simpson fan, if you're watching and you're a Simpson fan, you're going, okay, so where has this been for the last, couple quarters? We did it on the first drive, and all of a sudden, but you can give credit to Wesleyan. The defense has made certain adjustments. Now the offense is making its adjustments.
Brett Bobinet claps his hands, gets a snap here on 2nd and short. Looking in toward the back of the end zone, going to lob it in there, overthrown, incomplete. And it looked like reception or intended receiver was Tim Wilburn, the tight end, the freshman out of Olathe, Kansas.
And again, Carell Simpson out there on the edge, protecting the back of the end zone, pushes him out of bounds. And again, nice attempt at the quarterback by Wesleyan. Run him off his spot, get him throwing on the run. And the blitz is on again. There goes Ogle.
Ogle in between the tackles and jumps into the end zone. Touchdown, Simpson.
So Simpson on the board again, folks. A nice drive. The Wesleyan offense will be back on the field here soon. And even if you score, you got to be able to stop the other team at some point in time. That doesn't seem to be happening.
Watch this again.
A nice response from Simpson. Ogle, who's had a good day.
Now the point after attempt, the kick is up, and it is good from Parker Hansen. 4:57 remaining in this third quarter. Simpson gets their second touchdown of the game from Hunter Ogle, but they still trail by 16 to the Prairie Wolves.
Nebraska Wesleyan 30, Simpson 14.
Back at Able Stadium here on Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. And with 4:57 to go here in this third quarter, it's a 30-14 lead now for Nebraska Wesleyan. And here's the kick, and Guzman's going to pick it up around the 10. Trying to cut out toward the edge, and he's going to be stopped just across the 25-yard line. We'll mark him around the 27. So Simpson College, we talked about tidbits about them earlier in the broadcast, John Harris. Some other notable alumni that you can mention that your crack staff's been working on.
Famous decathlete Kip Janvrin, who's now the co-head coach of track and field at University of Central Missouri, is a alum of Simpson College, along with Judge Elwood Thomas from Missouri Supreme Court.
There's a pitch and catch to O'Connell around the 31-yard line. And in proximity for Simpson College, I would imagine you get a lot of people that maybe, leave Simpson after graduation, go to work in nearby states like Missouri.
Yep. Matter of fact, Elwood Thomas was from Council Bluffs, no less.
So right across the river from Omaha.
Yeah, was a judge in the Missouri Supreme Court in the 90s. Linda Slocum was the Minnesota House of Representatives back in the day.
Here's Terry. Over the middle, Timms at the 45. He's got some space. Can he outrun him? He's going to try to cut back in around the 20, and he's going to be finally brought down.
He fumbled
the football, and Simpson says they got the ball back.
They pulled it out just at the end. Let's see if they give it to him.
Terry's pass is complete to Kevin Timms with a long run. There's a skirmish over the ball at the end.
Let's see if they give it to him, or did he get it back? They have dual possession. That's going to go to the offense.
Well, O'Connell got his hands on there too.
If there's dual possession, that's going to go to the offense.
And they're trying to break it up.
Who has the ball?
It's Wesleyan that got the football.
Wow.
And
O'Connell.
And the Simpson coaching staff is not happy about that at all.
Here's the Prairie Wolves retain possession.
And what a great play here. And Timms churning and burning. And watch here at the end. They're going to pull it out. Right there. And there's the ball. And where's O'Connell?
Yep. I think O'Connell and Timms scrummed.
And they fought for it and got it back.
With Boston Draper to get the ball back.
Oh, what a play that is.
And by the way, that pass put Terry over 200 yards passing for this afternoon. He's going to air it into the end zone. O'Connell, did he catch it? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan.
What a play. A spinning catch by O'Connell after saving the day with the football recovery, the fumble recovery. He makes 2 big plays, and Wesleyan goes back up. A huge response to the Simpson touchdown. That's awesome.
Wow, what a difference that call was there on the tie-up for the football.
Back shoulder action here, turning, both feet down, not just one. All you need is one in college. He gets them both down for the touchdown.
Snap of the hold. Here's the kick from Neufeld, and it is good. 3:36 to go, third quarter. Wesleyan, their lead back up now to 37-14 over Simpson College.
3:36 remaining in the third quarter.
Back here at Able Stadium on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network here on LNK TV. Prairie Wolves dance team and cheer section.
Yeah, got something to cheer about, I'll tell you that.
37-14 lead for the Prairie Wolves over Simpson College. Here's the kick. And on the return, Jones works out to the outside and tries to elude defenders, cuts back up, but going to be bulldog from behind, short of the 35-yard line.
Got more out of that than expected. Just kept his feet moving.
Wyatt Nichols there on the stop on the return.
Jones, he's nailed by number 28, Wyatt Nichols.
So now Simpson back on the attack. Yeah, they got to keep their pedal to the metal, if you will.
So Brett Bobinette back out at quarterback again. He's working out of the gun, gets a snap. And he'll throw a pass that's going to go incomplete. There's coverage there by Grauman. And Rommel was the intended target there on that pass play.
Yeah, he was looking downfield for the big receiver. Number 9, Joe McNally, 6'5", 200 from Waverly, Iowa. But Simpson had him locked up. And Bobinette couldn't get the pass downfield. Garnis off the edge here.
Showing blitz.
Again, he's looking deep again.
He's going to lob it downfield. Got a man wide open there. It's Jones who makes the catch at the 25 of Nebraska Wesleyan.
Yeah, how did that happen? Wow. He just got himself open right in the middle of his zone, Wesleyan zone. Somebody really lost coverage there. That should never happen. Along came Jones, and he makes a great catch over the shoulder, no less.
Here's a pitch and catch attempt that goes incomplete. That intended for Joe McNally.
Yeah, that's he split the difference there between the cornerback and the safety. McNally just didn't look it into his hands. He was about to take a shot. Maybe he was anticipating that. Didn't catch the ball. You see it here. And you can see a lick. Oh, this is the catch. What a catch. Right over the shoulder. And that's the first thing. Just secure the ball. Great job by the receiver.
Bobinette with another pass, and it goes incomplete. This time it was intended for Reed Worth.
And Bobinette takes a shot. After he releases the ball, boy, he takes a shot. And Garnis helps him up. He hits him first, Jeff, and says, okay, I knocked you down. Maybe I'll just pick you up.
Under 3 minutes here in this third quarter, and watch this again here on this last play. And
Garners want to be blitz is on.
Pitch and catch here around the 15-yard line, and that one caught.
Pass is complete to Mason Little.
Mason Little. Yeah, nice hands catch by Little on the quick slant. Kojo caught him after he made the catch, but a nice job on that by that young man, just snatching the ball out of the air. Great job. Mason Little moves to the other side now. Simpson has him one-on-one.
The blitz is on. And Kojo with a big pass breakup on McNally, the intended receiver.
Yeah, looks like Bobinette is trying to find McNally on a couple of occasions here. He has not come through with the catch. Give the defensive back credit there for being there right on time. Wesleyan likes the fact that they have guys on the edge who can cover one-on-one, and you expect the safeties and the linebackers to secure the zone.
Second down here for Simpson. Bobinette, quick toss around the 10-yard line, and that's going to be Jones again who made the catch.
Wesleyan just doing a great job, Jeff. Not missing very many tackles. The guy's able to catch the ball. They're able to get him down right away. Not too much what we call yak, yards after the catch. Watch McNally here at 6'5" on the shorter Kojo.
Pursuit is on, and Bobinette had to get rid of the football.
Oh, Carell Simpson, he's just out there on an island.
He was covering Austin Bell, who was the closest target for Bobinette.
And that's why they wanted a guy like him on the defense. That's Carell Simpson, folks, because he can handle himself out there on the edge. Doesn't need any help over the top. So they just say, listen, you have the guy in front of you. It's your job to stay with him the whole time. You don't have any help.
Bobinette out of the gun here on fourth down. Looking to convert. Short toss, and Kojo breaks up the pass intended for McNally, incomplete.
He's shadowing McNally the whole time, and McNally, he's frustrated.
Sniffed out and snuffed out by number 2, Kojo Adekapohu.
Oh, two great plays by him on that drive. And the defense stalls the Simpson drive, and he comes in. You see that hand around the back? Not so much.
No.
You'd like to see McNally, if you're the opposing team, make a little bit more of an effort at the catch, but give credit to the defensive back for his effort. Usually as a big guy, you want him to shield the smaller guy.
High formation, they'll go under center, turnaround pitch as Evans gets the toss, and he gets up past the 10 to about the 12-yard line. And Kojo, the way he deflected that ball, that'd be perfect if you're playing basketball, denying the post entry.
And that's the second time he did that. He did it at the goal line, and again, stayed with it. And so give the defensive coordinator who makes the call, give him a lot of credit. He had the right man on the right guy at the right time. As we get under a minute here in this third quarter. Still a whole nother quarter to go, folks.
Yep. Romaine caught it, gets it up past the 20 and got the first down.
Yeah, he's just like a bowling ball. He's going north and south. As soon as he gets it, he doesn't have a whole lot of fancy stuff. No French pastry, just going north and south.
Tackled by Boston Draper.
Saw an opening, here he goes. And you see that opening, you just head for it. Just a nice move inside. Bulldog from the head. This defense for Simpson's been on the field a long time today.
I'm surprised they're still hanging in there as much as they can as Romaine gets the carry, and it's going to be taken up to about the 32, almost to the 33-yard line.
The middle, right into number 27, Boston Draper.
Draper's trying to say, listen, I took the ball from him. No, you're not going to take the ball from Romaine.
Fourth quarter upon us here as time winds out. Both teams will switch directions here as we get ready for the final quarter of action here at Able Stadium this afternoon. Through 3, it's Nebraska Wesleyan 37, Simpson College 14. We'll step aside after this word here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Simpson 14.
37-14 the score. As we go to the fourth quarter, Nebraska Wesleyan ahead of Simpson College. Jeff Moats, John Harris with you here on LNK TV on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Folks checking out this game today. A beautiful afternoon for football here in Lincoln. And Wesleyan will get it now as they go back the other direction here. 2nd and 5 from their own 28. Romaine tries to march ahead and fighting his way through traffic and still on his feet, getting a big push. He got the first down.
Oh, my goodness.
What a push. What a run. And flags come out. Words are being exchanged. And what's going to happen?
No.
Is this going to go back? I think it will.
Let's see if who they call this on. I know Timms came in after the play.
It was after, it looked like it was after it was ruled dead that the flag came in.
Yeah, he was real excited about what had happened. I don't know if he said something or did something. Oh, boy, that's not good. A little sensitive there on the flag. See if they call unsportsmanlike on Timms.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 15. 15-yard penalty. That's number 15's first.
So essentially,
First down, Nebraska Wesleyan.
they get the first down, but the ball goes back to where they were at the 24.
And look, they get, okay, we got how many more yards here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then Timms, okay, he gets up.
Right there.
Yeah, he says.
Right there. Right there.
I don't know if he necessarily said anything to number 3, but the referee thought he did.
And Romaine is going to work out toward the right, and they're going to try to push him
Here
again.
we go again.
And they get up to the 33-yard line. He's short of the first down.
And he's got a busted lip.
And his helmet just came off, too.
Austin Draper.
Timeout for helmet off an offensive player.
So he's going to get a drink of water. Get the blood out of his mouth. That's football, Jeff. Come on now.
Smash mouth.
There it is. It's literally smash mouth. But that's the thing of your running back. I remember back in the day, man, they'd poke your eyes out. Anything they could do to get inside your helmet, the defensive players would do.
Handoff here, and it's going to be close. No, they're not going to give forward progress, I think. Let's see where they spot the ball. The one official, the line judge over here, says it's at the 34. If it's at the 34, looks like Logan Evans got the first down.
Yeah, I remember getting the old Three Stooges when I was running the ball back in the day. In the helmet, right in the eyes with the 2 fingers. I mean, oh my goodness. Anything is liable to happen to you.
I mean, we're not talking longest yard football, are we?
Well, anything can happen when you're running the football. Anything. Man open.
Terry going to air it out downfield. It's to Mathis, and it goes incomplete at the 25 of Simpson.
Just short. Just long on the pass. Mathis is going to call out. He said, let me out of this ball game. Oh, boy, it was right there. He had a man short, the tight end. He decided not to go to him, but to go to Mathis instead. And he unleashes it, and he's right there. You may have thought that he probably should have caught the ball, but tough catch.
Here's Terry, screen toss, and it's dropped by Evans. Incomplete.
Yeah, ready to run before he caught the ball, Jeff.
Terry's screen pass.
I think he saw the yards before he actually made the catch.
3rd and 10 for the Prairie Wolves.
And that's why I like the catch from Simpson, the young man from Simpson. He, even though he knew he wasn't going to score, he decided he was just going to catch the ball. And that's the first thing you have to do, catch the ball first and then run. Sounds simple. So 3rd down and 10 here. Pressure's on.
Over here to the near side,
holding.
and that's a big-time hold.
Big time.
And that will be pass interference for sure.
Yeah, that's Cole Dahman there from Des Moines, Iowa, defensive back from Des Moines, Iowa. And he saved a touchdown is what he did. That's what he did. He saved a touchdown because Mathis, the receiver's out off to the races if he doesn't grab him this way. So, yep, he did what he had to do.
Pass interference. Defense number 6. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Yeah, Dahman from Baxter, Iowa. Sophomore. He made the play that he had to make. He was beat. He knew it.
Wesleyan with the football at their own 49 here. Closing in the final 13 and a half minutes of this game. And here is Evans.
Needs a block.
Down the near side, and it gets undercut out of bounds inside the 35 at the 33.
Nice delay there for Wesleyan. And both teams, Jeff, for some reason, have found running offense this game. And he's off to the races. Dahman there got the penalty last time, makes the tackle this time. Both teams at 100 yards apiece rushing today.
Right at 100.
Wesleyan looking for more.
Hand off, it goes to Romaine, trying to fight off tackles. They're trying to strip the ball out of his hands and everything they can to stop him.
Yeah, and that's been what's been happening with Draper, Boston Draper. Every time he gets in close quarters, he's trying to pull the ball out. Romaine with those big, strong forearms will have none of it. He's trying to pull. He's pulling again. He's pulling again. And he's mad because he can't get it out of there.
Well, he did all he could.
Boy, he did everything he could do, I tell you. All security is so important.
Zarbanicki in motion to the far side. And the ball goes incomplete. Boy, that blitz was on big time.
Well, I'll tell you what, and they've done a tremendous job, Simpson has, of just providing pressure on the Wesleyan quarterback. Sometimes they get home, and sometimes they fail. But I tell you what, they're going to keep bringing the heat and get Carter Terry off of his spot. You look at him, look at his passing yards here in this ball game. He has a lot, 379 yards passing. But without the pressure that they're putting on him, he'd have even more.
Here is Terry again, and it goes incomplete. And there was somebody in that passing lane for Simpson. It was almost Zach Truitt was the guy that was right in the passing lane. Probably could have picked it. But it goes incomplete, so 4th down here for the Prairie Wolves.
Yeah, Terry has thrown the ball now some 35 times.
Short field here for Jacob Hall, the punter.
So he's 22 of 35. No interceptions for Carter Terry. And I misquoted. He has 280 passing yards. Ball in the air. See if they can get it inside.
No, goes in there for a touchback.
Jacob Hall's punt falls into the end zone.
So
big over on the touchback.
Doesn't work. They were trying to pin it deep and a little too much on that boot.
So Wesleyan almost 300 yards passing in this ball game. They lost a yard, so they lose the 100 yards, Jeff, only now at 99. but that's 99 very important rushing yards that they needed today. And we said at the outset, if any team could find at least a decent rushing game, they may have a chance to come out here with the victory. Got a man open.
Now Bobinette will throw the ball, and it's going to be picked up by Simpson at the 40-yard line.
I think that's his 4th interception of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Number 4 for Simpson. Got the lame duck up there, wounded duck. And Simpson, right, Johnny on the spot. The Kansas City, Kansas native.
You know, there's a good pipeline of kids that come up from the Kansas City metro area.
Throwing off the back foot, turn around, look at the ball. Right there at the 40-yard line.
Simpson being one of them.
Let's see if they go up top. First play here.
Pitch and catch in the flat. Timms gets it. And a stiff arm his way downfield. It looked like he may have gotten the first down. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be short.
Terry's pass complete to Timms.
They're going to mark him at the 32, so about an 8-yard pickup.
Closing in on 300 yards is Carter Terry. It's about 288 right there.
388 total offense so far versus 233 in favor of Wesleyan.
So they give him 9 yards on that.
Here's a pitch. And Romaine.
Yeah, he needs to lower his shoulders right there, Jeff. He's standing too upright as he's going into contact. And that doesn't bode well for you. And he's moving that arm. Yep. You got to get that pad level down as you get to the defenders. And don't take the blow, deliver the blow. So he'll watch some film and he'll see that. Get those shoulder pads down.
Romaine did get the first down. This is from the 29 of Simpson, 1st and 10, and he'll get the handoff again as he goes around the right tackle area and gets to the 28-yard line to pick up a 1.
Yeah, so they've needed this from him today, big time. 101 yards rushing for Nebraska Wesleyan, and these are the yards they need from their running backs to be able to offset the passing game.
11 minutes and counting here, trying to get over 400 for total offense if they can. They're close to that mark.
Yeah, 10 minutes, you expect them to have it.
Terry looking to throw. Going to be picked up by Donnell. Donnell breaking tackles at the 15, finding his way down toward the 10-yard line. He gets the first down, brought down at the 12, and that should give Wesleyan over 400 yards of offense.
Nice job there of sitting down in the zone. See it again. Coming in crossing pattern. Nice hands catch. Now let's get upfield. Slow down a little bit. Oh, I thought somebody may have gotten a face mask there. Just crossing the hands across the face.
Now at 4:06 for total offense this afternoon. Passing-wise, they've achieved over 300. And now Romaine breaking free. Gets in toward the end zone, and he is going to be down at the 1-yard line inside of there.
Give it to him. What a great job by Romaine. That burst of speed. Now we saw the speed from the power back. Tremendous job. Leave him in there to get the score. Come on, don't take him out now. Yeah, look at this. Now here comes the burst. Bam, right off the side. Now run. Like you're trying to get lunch. There it is. I thought he might have gotten across the goal line. 98 yards. Who's going to get the touchdown here?
Evans will get the toss and gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Romaine's like, come on, man. Come on, man. But, hey, listen, that's teamwork. Makes the dream work. Great job by Wesleyan.
43-14 with a point after coming up here for Wesleyan.
And it all starts with the interception by none other than Simpson. Simpson against Simpson.
Here's the point after attempt from Austin Neufeld. It's up and good.
Hey, that's close to my car. Slow down with the kicking there. There's a fence there. Okay.
Mine's not too far away either. 9:47 to go. And it's Evans who caps off the drive with a short run to the end zone for the touchdown. And the lead at 30 for Wesleyan.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, Begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
I got a score update in that game between Wartburg and Buena Vista up in Storm Lake this afternoon. 8 minutes to go. And Wartburg up 20-17 on Buena Vista. And usually Wartburg and that's had success on teams like that have been able to have a bigger margin of a lead against a team like Buena Vista, but so far Buena Vista hanging in there as Brody Fishman on the return gets up to the 41-yard line.
That's been number 42, Adam Worman, who's been a long snapper on all those successful point-after touchdowns and field goals. So congratulations, Adams, for doing some good long snapping today.
So Wartburg again in a close one with Buena Vista. No word yet on Coa Dubuque or Central at Luther. And breaking free is Alexander as he gets to the 49 of Wesleyan and gets the first down. He was tripped up by Caden Daw.
Yeah, new quarterback in for Simpson. Jensen out of Katy, Texas. That's a place where great quarterbacks come from.
Out of the Houston area.
Freshman. And Alexander's in the game now.
Yep. And gets it carried down to about the 46 of Wesleyan.
So you got fresh legs here from your quarterback, a fresh arm and some fresh legs from Alexander.
Jay Jensen the third. There on your screen.
5'10".
Pass over here going to be broken up on the play. Intended receiver that time was Romdahl.
Yeah, I thought the defender may have gotten there just a smidge early. Referees don't see it that way, which is good for Wesleyan.
Dominic Dara broke up the pass play that time. 3rd and 7. Jensen looks to throw, got a man at the 32, and it went off his fingertips, incomplete. And that was Austin Bell.
Oh, boy. You'd like to have that one back. Looked like he threw. It was a good throw, just a little bit behind Bell. But you think that he could make that catch. And now 4th down and 7 for the Storm. Not the Rowdy Roosters or the Thundercats or the Red and Gold, the Storm.
And the pass attempt on 4th down goes incomplete, and so Wesleyan will take over. Start of the 4th quarter, Central College with a 55-7 lead over Luther. That's in Decorah, Iowa this afternoon.
Boy, Decorah. Have you ever been to Decorah, Iowa?
I have not been in that direction, no. Been to Dubuque. Passed through Storm Lake once.
I've frequented a number of places in Iowa. Waterloo, Sioux City, Creston.
Cedar Rapids, have been there.
Lamoni, Ottawa, Ottumwa.
Ottumwa.
A lot of Native American names there.
I know someone originally from Ottumwa. Here is Evans on the carry and stopped for a 1-yard loss back at the 45-yard line.
Cedar Rapids, Cedar Falls.
Been to Cedar Rapids.
University of Northern Iowa.
Yep.
Been to Waverly.
There you see the handoff by Evans.
Yeah, I spoke at Wartburg College the night Nebraska lost to Arizona State.
1996?
96. Yeah, Scott Frost's first year at quarterback.
Yep.
It was not a good night for him.
It was like a 19-0 victory for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, 19-0, 17-0, whatever it was. I just finished speaking, and I went to this restaurant afterwards to see the rest of the game, knowing that Nebraska was whooping Arizona State's butt. Mm-hmm. It was not to be. I think Jake the Snake was the quarterback then, wasn't he?
Jake Plummer, yes.
Yeah, Jake Plummer.
Evan Johnson in at quarterback now for Nebraska Wesleyan.
Yeah, so now Wesleyan's going to has brought in some of the younger players, give them some experience here. This is the future. Give them a chance.
And
Whoa.
Evans is going to be bear hugged and tackled right away. Coming in, Lorante Lewis made the stop, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah,
But
Lewis was the one who almost got the punt block
yeah,
a few series ago.
I'm trying to think of where else in Iowa. Davenport, Iowa City.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But Iowa City, Davenport. But Ottumwa, the person I know from
Beddendorf.
Beddendorf.
Have you been there?
No, but I've been to Davenport.
Yeah. That's Germantown up there.
Yeah.
Beddendorf, Iowa.
And the one I know from Ottumwa is a broadcast colleague of ours, now retired, and that's Jim Kelter.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Takes a bounce at 13-yard line where Corell Simpson marks it down. So, yeah, Jim Kelter, originally from Ottumwa, and, of course, his career ended up going through Iowa, Illinois, Indiana. He was in Evansville working TV, and then they came to Omaha and worked at KMTV in 1973, and
You have
been in Omaha since.
You've been to Ames, Iowa.
I've been to Ames, yes.
Okay, there you go. Ankeny?
Yes.
Marshalltown?
Not to Marshalltown. I've been to Altoona, Ankeny,
Okay. So
Clive, West Des Moines, Urbandale.
all of that, huh? All of that. You want to hit Denny's right there at Urbandale.
Good stop there by the Prairie Wolf defense as we get some of those second-string guys in there getting some reps.
Yeah, you got to have it. Got to have it from them, and you want effort. That's what you want down the stretch here. We're about 6 minutes or so left in the ball game, and you want the kind of effort that, first of all, you don't want them to score again. That's one of the keys, and you want to make sure you're doing all the things that you've practiced here. Got a short field here. What a nice throw.
Nice pass by Jensen, caught at about the 22-yard line.
So we got Reedworth.
Yeah, it was Reedworth.
Yeah,
right.
Reedworth, yeah. He found his place in the zone. Again, this gives experience also to the Simpson subs, if you will.
Jensen looking to throw.
This is their future.
Incomplete. Intended for McNally that time.
A little high there. McNally's he's had a tough day today, Jeff. He's had a tough day today. He's a senior from Waverly.
Sioux City.
Mentioned it? Said it?
Lamar's.
Oh, Lamar's Donuts. That's where I've been.
No.
You want to see me in Lamar's?
No.
That's where you've seen me at Lamar's Donuts.
Well, I've been there too. I'm talking about Lamar's.
Oh, Lamar's, Iowa.
The home of Blue Bunny ice cream.
Oh, okay, all right. No, I haven't been there, but I'll take a chocolate Long John if you got one. Blitz off the edge.
Catch made on the far side. I think that was McNally, and Grauman forces him out of bounds at the 27.
Yeah, no cream filled, just plain chocolate Long John.
You ever go to Lamar's, Iowa? Go to the Blue Bunny Museum.
The Blue Bunny Museum.
The Wells Blue Bunny Museum.
Now, I don't know if that would rival the museum, the Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota.
I have been through Austin once, but ain't never been to the Spam Museum.
Ain't nothing like the Spam Museum. Oh my goodness! You didn't know how many versions. Now we've really gotten off track. Now, my Lord.
Well, you can tell what the score is and how much time's left of the football game.
And don't send me any spam, folks. I'll take some bologna and some brown swagger. But
now fourth down here for Simpsons. They're forced to punt away, but
yeah, they brought that second team, and they just have not been able to, do very much. The first team had 14 points. But again, this is all about the experience at the game. You keep playing hard on either side.
That one off the side of the foot again.
Yeah, let's see if it bounds forward or backwards. They're going to go backwards. Oh, got to stop it.
Oh boy, they're going to mark it around the 34.
So that's about a a 15, maybe a 13-yard punt.
To a eudaimonic field position.
Let's see here. Where he kicked it from? About 18 yards.
Essentially, yes.
About an 18-yard punt. Wow.
Evan Johnson out of Elkhorn. Check that. Out of Hastings. And the handoff. Xander Vargas into the game. Gets the carry that time.
Don't expect there to be a lot of passing going on at this point. Doesn't mean that he won't pass the ball maybe on third down. But you expect the running game here as you try to just salt this thing away. You got enough points. You don't want to get anybody hurt. Just run the ball. Let the time run out. And if you have an opportunity, you may take it.
Here you see Evan Johnson. He's a sophomore out of Adams Central in Hastings. Long count here as Vargas gets the handoff, tries to cut back in as he dances through the middle and fights his way down further if he can. They're going to spot him at the 29.
You said the word there, fight, because that's exactly what he was doing.
Vargas carries the ball again.
Just continue to churn and burn and spin and win. Right there in traffic. You know, we saw a young man last night, Huber, who did a lot of that. Love to see a young man like that playing for Nebraska Wesleyan.
Talking about Mike Huber from Gretna High School, who...
Yeah, I'm not recruiting, folks.
That was a shootout offensively last night between Gretna and Lincoln East. Here's Johnson. And he's got Guzman.
Nice catch.
Got the first down inside the 25, stopped at the 22-yard line.
Nice catch. Got in the knee area. He wanted a little bit higher. He wanted around the numbers. But he caught the ball and then got upfield. And because he's a runner, a returner, he knows how to navigate, get back, get up and down the field. So steps into it. Nice catch, almost behind him. Eludes a few tacklers there, gets upfield.
Johnson again, and gives it up on a handoff.
Hey, do you have
and
one of those?
Jacob, I think it's Jacob Doobie.
Yeah. Do you have one of those Dale Johnson special face masks?
With the happy face on him?
Well, I'll show it to you. Dale Johnson, I think he has his own line of face masks coming out now.
He does.
Yeah. So we'll make sure that we get some of those for our next broadcast.
Well, you know what? I sit generally in the same area of the office every day, and I had never seen that line of.
Yeah, he's a budding capitalist. I don't know what to say about him. He's a capitalist.
Here's Vargas around left side.
Uh-oh.
Almost broke free, but stopped at the 15-yard line. But
yeah, he has the one that says, I love Dale Johnson, and then the one that has the cartoon face on it. I'll show it to you.
Dale, of course, one of the crew members on this broadcast. And
he is. Oh, he can hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, he's got the authority to
he can cut me off.
Cut you off at any time.
Oh, okay. All right, Dale, don't cut me off yet. Getting down here under 2 minutes, folks. 44-14, Wesleyan.
Johnson out of the gun. And Vargas going to get it again. And he is fighting his way down to the 11-yard line, where they're going to spot him down.
Vargas from Wellington, Kansas at 5'4", 163.
You ever been by or through Wellington, Kansas?
Don't have the famous. Is that near Wichita?
South of Wichita.
Yeah, south of Wichita. Yep, I've been by. You know, I was a military employment trainer, so I spent a lot of time at McConnell Air Force Base down in Wichita area. So hung out down there.
Victory formation here as Johnson goes under center with a minute to go. Takes a knee and.
Yeah, spent a lot of time down in the Wichita area.
Johnson,
working with employment for our service members. get a great appreciation, for the military when you're working directly with service members in that capacity. And most folks don't appreciate what it means and the sacrifice that's involved. And I didn't personally, though my dad was an Army sergeant. But I was young before I realized he was.
There is the final knee.
And there is the final knee taken. That's going to do it.
And here we go. A nice win for Nebraska Wesleyan. As Coach Keller, the coaches meet at the midfield stripe there.
That is win number 124 for Coach Keller in his career. And the Prairie Wolves officially win this one today, 44-14 over Simpson College. And our next broadcast of Nebraska Wesleyan football will be coming up here in 2 weeks, November 13th, when Coe College comes to Lincoln to round out the season. Next week, the Prairie Wolves head over to Waverly, Iowa to play Wartburg. The final this afternoon, Nebraska Wesleyan 44 and Simpson College 14. For John Harris and our entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew, I'm Jeff Motes saying so long. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a great weekend, and happy Halloween. Good afternoon from Able Stadium in Lincoln.
Today's Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network broadcast was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.